Hi, Barnika. Thank you so much for meeting with me today. How's everything going?
Hi, Sheena. Everything's good and everything's going well. Thanks for asking. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. So thank you so much, first of all, for your work here at Sentio. Today, what we just want to do is ask some questions in regards to your experience thus far, and yeah, just get a better understanding of how everything's going. The
Sure.
first question I have for you is, how has training at the Sentio Counseling Center been helpful for you?
So for me, because it is an intensive training and that is what I was hoping for, so it has helped me accomplish my personal goals as well as give me a better understanding of whatever I'm learning at school and apply it at the same time. And especially with the intensive training, I'm able to understand how to do the balance as well, or how to maintain a balance between work, school, and life and everything in general.
So awesome. Secondly, what do you think makes the Sentient Counseling Center different from other training sites?
Um, I think that it is the intensity and as well as the support that we get at Senteo. Um, People are always helpful and resourceful to us, and irrespective of the time of the day we send an email or anything at all, everyone's responding to us promptly and just being there to help us. And even like, so for me, I'm just starting off as a trainee, and so many things are new. We don't know how to navigate. So it is just really helpful to have that support and that training as well. So it's just nice to know that.
Awesome, awesome. When you talk with your friends and peers, like at your graduate program, how are their practicums different from that of Sentient Counseling Center?
So majorly at my school, people are working at school sites, so working with kids, and some of them are working with adults and everything. So one major difference is that I want to work with adults, and Centeo is giving what I want to work with. And at the same time, so that is very different. And other than that, the caseload and the time management that I'm able to practice at my own ease, at my own availability,
Mhm.
at that I can cater to my schedule
Right,
and have my choice. Yeah, cater, just look after myself, and at the same time have have power over my schedule rather than succumbing to anyone else's
right,
schedule.
right. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. I know that oftentimes, people have to go in person to their practicum site. So I know that this is a lot more convenient.
Yeah.
Well, how challenging is it to do your practicum at Sentio? How are you feeling in regards to that, being a new trainee?
Uh, it is challenging, but at the same time, it is very rewarding too. Like I am challenged, but in a good way, in the growth potential way, not in a bad manner. And on a scale of 1 to 10, I enjoy learning, I enjoy trying new things and just being challenged and developing my skills. So I am really enjoying that. And okay, on a scale of 1 to 10, I think it would be around 6 or 7.
Okay.
And I mean that in a good manner. I love doing these
That's
things.
challenging yourself.
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome, awesome. Can you please describe what it's like doing deliberate practice here at Sentio?
So with deliberate practice, I was a little skeptical at first, and I was a little shy. I am a little introverted. And so for me to start with the deliberate practice with my peers in the group, it was as if I was being put on a spot.
Mhm.
Uh, but the environment was so supportive and so welcoming that it didn't feel like that anymore. It felt, oh, they're just teaching me. This is just a practice. It's like a workout that you're
Right,
building your muscle, you're building that skill.
right.
So yeah, I had that development, and that was another challenge for me, which I was able to overcome.
Awesome. Great job. Great job. I can understand. It's kind of like a exercise of the mind, right?
Yes, exactly. Like muscle memory, but with a skill.
Yeah, definitely. Can you tell me when you talk with your friends or peers at your graduate program, do any report challenges finding a good practicum site?
Yes, a lot of them. And they also have issues with getting, so I'm talking about the people who see adults.
Right.
And they also have issues with getting clients and
Mm,
with seeing more than 5 clients a week. And so my school has a requirement for around 300 face-to-face hours, and it becomes very difficult for them to fulfill this requirement. So they have to work at 2 practicum sites. So I am really glad that I'm able to work with a good enough caseload, especially with that fulfills my school's requirements.
right. Perfect. What kind of graduate student do you think would be a good fit for us here at Sentio?
Mm, that is a difficult question. Uh, I think any individual who is ready and willing to grow and expand their skill set, who is open to learning, who is flexible and just who doesn't take things very personally, that okay, these things happen, I'm just learning, it's just
Right.
so I think someone who isn't as sensitive to feedback would be a good fit.
That's definitely a good answer, especially in regards to deliberate practice, right? It goes hand in hand because you have to be open and willing in order to be able to practice that, as you just mentioned.
Yeah, that is actually really true, because with deliberate practice you will be getting that feedback.
Right. Perfect. And do you have anything else you'd like to say about your experience here at Sentio training program for potential applicants? So any other feedback that you have?
Mm, no feedback. I'm just really happy. I'm glad to be working here. This was my first choice because of the intensity of the program that is offered.
Right.
And I'm really enjoying as an individual working with the people there, as well as the clients I'm seeing and the skills I'm learning. I think this is going to be really helpful for me professionally.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Parnika, for meeting with us today. I think that you've done an amazing job answering the questions and also just your work here. We really, really appreciate you. So thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you, Sheena.